If you've ever wondered what it's like to attend Electric Forest, or you're on the fence about buying tickets, you're in the right place. We're going to break down everything you need to know, from tickets and camping options to the incredible Sherwood Forest, and some insider tips to make the most of your trip. David and I went to 9 festivals last year, and trust us, Electric Forest was an experience like no other. By the end of this video, you'll know if this festival is worth your time, money, and energy. And make sure you stick around until the end to hear our 13 pro tips that we've learned from attending festivals for the last 10 years. Electric Forest is more than just a festival. It's a 4-day escape into a completely different world. Held every June in Rothbury, Michigan, this legendary event has been running since 2011. But its roots go back even further, to the Rothbury Music Festival in 2008. Electric Forest, as we know it today, is only possible because the late Wally Wojak, owner of the property, planted a grove of trees back in the 50s. Fast forward to today, and the festival is produced by Insomniac Events and Madison House Production. What makes it stand out is the immersion that is achieved, as well as its ability to blend multiple genres, creating a lineup that feels inclusive and exciting for everyone. You're not just getting EDM here. Sure, artists like Subtronics and Odessa might headline, but you'll also get jam bands like the String Cheese Incident, who are festival regulars. Plus, there's hip-hop, indie acts, and even experimental performers who push the boundaries of live music. Electric Forest is one of those festivals where you can stumble upon your new favorite artist without even planning it. Stick with me and we'll dive even deeper into the music and production later in the video, because the music is just one piece of the puzzle. The real magic happens in Sherwood Forest. Imagine a sprawling woodland filled with towering trees, art installations, and secret pathways. During the day, it's a chill oasis, perfect for exploring or even meditating. But at night, it transforms into a glowing, otherworldly paradise. Sherwood Forest is where creativity runs wild. You'll find interactive art pieces that you can actually touch and play with, secret stages where surprise performances happen, and even moments of pure whimsy, like impromptu parades or performers on stilts weaving through the trees. And the forest isn't just for the extrovert. There are quiet corners with hammocks where you can take a breather and just soak in the atmosphere. It's the mix of high energy and peaceful moments that makes the festival feel so balanced. But let's not forget how big this event is. Every year, Electric Forest draws over 50,000 attendees from all over the world, and yet somehow it still feels intimate. The organizers do an amazing job of creating spaces where you can connect with strangers, whether it's at a yoga class, a food truck line, or during a random conversation in the forest. What's also amazing is the festival's focus on community and sustainability. They've implemented programs like electricology, where you can earn points for recycling and keeping the grounds clean. Those points can even be redeemed for cool prizes, like merch or upgrades. In the end, Electric Forest isn't just a festival. It's a living, breathing experience. It's where music, art, and nature come together in the most magical way. If you're thinking about going, just know it's not something you simply attend. It's something you feel and become part of. And trust me, after just a few hours inside Sherwood Forest, you'll completely understand why people come back year after year. Other than your campsite, the first place you'll likely experience is Main Street, one of the most vibrant hubs at Electric Forest. Main Street links the primary camping zones to the festival grounds, making it the ultimate thoroughfare. Whether you're staying in GA camping or a premium area like Camp Higher Love or Maple Woods, this is your main route. But it's not just about getting from point A to point B. Main Street is alive with immersive art installations and surprise performances. One moment you're grabbing a snack, and the next you're watching a pop-up circus or interacting with a glowing sculpture. The shops and food vendors here are incredible. You'll find everything from gourmet food trucks to festival merch, art pieces, and collectibles. It's a perfect place to grab a bite, stock up on essentials, or snag some exclusive Electric Forest gear. But if you are worried about what to pack, check out our list of essentials down below.
Like
The communal vibe is undeniable. Main Street serves as a meeting point where friendships are formed and collaborations are sparked. Because creating and supporting community is an important part of the Electric Forest mission, this is also the place where you can donate to the Conscious Alliance food drive. The program has collected over 402,000 meals at Electric Forest since 2011. We spent a lot of time at the Brainery, which is a very special area of Main Street dedicated to learning from and being inspired by one another. There are workshops, classes, panels, and other programs designed to get people together and share the expertise of the Forest family. Nearby is also the time travel booth, where you can begin the festival-wide scavenger hunt. Main Street really embodies the spirit of Electric Forest. Creativity, connection, and a little bit of surprise around every corner. If you're going, make it a point to explore this area. It is a cornerstone of the festival experience. Both on Main Street and inside the festival grounds, the food at Electric Forest is absolutely next level. You'll find everything from classic festival staples like wood-fired pizza and burgers to gourmet dishes, vegan options, and even international cuisine. Pricing, as you'd expect, is a little on the higher side. Most meals range from $10 to $20, with snacks or smaller items coming in around $5 to $10. Pro tip: bring lots of snacks and easy-to-cook food for your campsite and a reusable water bottle to take advantage of the free hydration stations to help keep costs down. We found that the food quality was surprisingly great for a festival. A lot of vendors are local or boutique, offering fresh, high-quality meals. And if you're into coffee, there are some killer espresso stands to keep you going through those long nights. Now, on to the merch. If you're a merch goblin like me, Electric Forest is a gold mine. There's festival merch like jerseys, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, but the real gems are the limited edition items. They release exclusive designs each year, often inspired by that year's theme. We grabbed a few stickers for our van sticker wall and some enamel pins, which are super popular collectibles at the Forest. And if you're into wearable art, you'll find handmade jewelry and clothing from independent artisans. It's not just merch, it's a way to bring a piece of the festival home with you. Electric Forest isn't just a music festival. It's a multi-dimensional experience, and the stages are a huge part of what makes it so unforgettable. Each stage has its own personality, and we're going to go on a journey through them all. Let's start with the Ranch Arena, the main event stage. This is where you'll catch the biggest acts and your headliners, surrounded by massive crowds, jaw-dropping visuals, and sound that you'll feel in your chest. It's iconic. Then there's Sherwood Court, which sits just on the edge of Sherwood Forest. It's an expansive, open-air stage with a more relaxed vibe. It's perfect for chilling out during the day or catching some incredible live performances under the stars. For something a little more mysterious, head to the Observatory. Tucked inside Sherwood Forest, it's a smaller, intimate stage surrounded by trees, lights, and a magical ambiance. This is where you'll stumble upon surprise sets and experimental performances. If there's someone playing here that is a must-see for you, be sure to get there early because it gets packed very quickly. For all my bass heads out there, you are going to love Tripoli. This stage is all about high-energy electronic music, curated takeovers, and late-night bass drops that will keep you moving until the early hours. Lastly, don't miss Honeycomb, hidden deep in the Sherwood Forest. This 360 stage is smaller and super intimate, often featuring acoustic sets and performances that feel like a personal serenade. Last year, there were beatboxing and breakdancing competitions, as well as one-of-a-kind performances from some of your favorite artists. Pro tip: get there early and get the best seat in the house at the top of the honeycomb structure. Each stage offers a completely different vibe, making it impossible to pick a favorite. But that's the beauty of Electric Forest. You don't have to choose. Explore them all and let the music and atmosphere guide you. The production at each stage is truly world-class. From stunning projection mapping to synchronized pyrotechnics, Electric Forest doesn't just host performances, it crafts a sensory experience. For instance, the LSZ set combined mind-bending visuals with bass-heavy soundscapes, leaving the audience in awe. Being in the forest for this debut set made it even more special. And it's not just the main stages. The smaller hidden stages scattered throughout Sherwood Forest offer surprise sets and unique collaborations. These pop-up performances like Green Velvet's impromptu house vibes or a secret jam session by the String Cheese Incident feel magical and exclusive. Electric Forest isn't just about the music, though. It's how the visuals, lights, and even the forest itself become part of the performance. The nearly 70-year-old pine trees are adorned with interactive installations and immersive art, creating a dreamlike atmosphere day and night. You might come to Electric Forest because of the stellar music lineup, but you'll return year after year for the experience that only Electric Forest can provide. It's a playground for your imagination. Let's start with some of the festival's biggest attractions. First off, the Ferris wheel. It's iconic, and the views from the top are incredible, day or night. Since it's right next to Tripoli, you can grab a ticket to ride during one of your favorite artists' set for an unforgettable and unique way to see the show. And if you're feeling adventurous, there are hot air balloon rides. They're a paid experience, but you'll get an unforgettable bird's eye view of the festival and the surrounding Rothbury landscape. Speaking of adventures, did you know there's a water park nearby? Perfect for cooling off during the day, it's packed with water slides and lazy rivers. Just make sure to bring some extra cash for this one too. For something a bit more low-key, but equally fun, check out the scavenger hunt. It takes you on a quest scattered across the grounds and is a great way to uncover hidden gems in Sherwood Forest. If you complete it, you can earn a limited edition enamel pin that is only available for those who have solved all the puzzles of the forest. Sherwood Forest itself has so much to offer. You'll find tiny fairy houses hidden in the trees with trinkets or notes. Maybe you'll even leave something for someone else to find. Speaking of leaving gifts for others, the best place for this is the Giving Tree. Between Tripoli and Ranch Arena, the Giving Tree is one of the most magical places. Find everything from candy, trading cards, snacks, clothing, plushies, and so much more. If you see something that calls to you, don't forget to leave a little something for the next person to find. And don't miss the interactive art installations. You can touch, climb, and even become part of these creations. Each one's different, so take your time exploring. And if you are an artist that wants to have your work featured at the event, check out the Art Installation Sponsorship Program, where you could win up to $10,000 to bring your project to life. But Sherwood Forest is a world all its own. We'll explore the forest fully a bit later in the video. For those who want to recharge, there are daily yoga sessions, meditation workshops, and even sound baths. They're the perfect way to balance out the high-energy festival vibes. Looking to meet people? The Matchmaker kiosk might help you find your festival soulmate. Or you could head to the Psychedelic Chapel for a real or not-so-real wedding. Trust us, the ceremonies are unforgettable. Now, let's talk about one of the most enchanting spots at Electric Forest, the Dream Emporium. This isn't just a tent or a shop. It's an immersive space that feels like stepping into another dimension. Located near the Carousel Club stage, the Dream Emporium is Electric Forest's hub for creativity and connection. When you first walk in the doors, there isn't much to see. It's oddly dark and the walls are just painted black. But as you start your quest to discover what all the fuss is about, you never know what you'll find. Once you get inside, you'll find the most magical and whimsical worlds where you can completely immerse and disappear for a while. It's my favorite place in the entire festival. You wander from room to room and you find yourself in a car wash, then a wrestling ring, and then a roller skating rink, and on and on and on. These tiny worlds that are created here seem endless. And when the sun goes down, the surprises keep coming. From secret after parties to pop-up performances, the festival doesn't stop until you do. Sherwood Forest is truly the heartbeat of Electric Forest, but when the sun goes down, it turns into an otherworldly spectacle. The trees come alive with millions of lights. Projection mapping creates dynamic art on the forest floor, and the entire space pulses with an electric energy. Interactive art is everywhere. We're talking about installations that respond to your touch, lights that move to your rhythm, and soundscapes that change depending on where you stand. It's like stepping into a living, breathing piece of art. And then there are the secret stages. These are scattered throughout the forest, and sometimes you don't even know you're walking into one. You might stumble upon a surprise set from your favorite DJ that wasn't on the lineup or announced anywhere. The secret stages are one of the coolest parts of Sherwood. Some are tucked away and feel super intimate, while others are hidden in plain sight. It's all about keeping your eyes and ears open, because just about anything can become a stage. You'll also find roaming performers throughout the forest. Jugglers, acrobats, dancers, and even actors playing out whimsical scenes.
Happy Forest!
It's immersive entertainment at its best. One minute, you're dancing under a sky full of lasers, and the next, you're lying in a hammock, staring up at the stars and soaking it all in. Another pro tip, the forest isn't just a name. The landscape is well maintained, but there are areas of mulch, tree roots, etc., which is especially important to remember if you use a mobility device or there's been rain recently. Be prepared for all types of terrain on site. The forest changes every year. The festival adds new art, new stages, and new surprises, so even if you've been before, there's always something fresh to discover. It's one of the reasons people keep coming back. I cannot wait to see what's new in the forest this year. Sherwood Forest isn't just the core of Electric Forest. It's the soul. If there's one thing you can't miss at Electric Forest, it's this. Spend time here, explore, and let yourself get lost. Trust me, you won't regret it. To talk about what else you can do to prepare for Electric Forest 2025. We travel the country shooting media for music festivals, and we've learned a lot on the road. We're going to give you 13 of our best hacks, pro tips, and moves that we've learned along the way. Join online communities for Electric Forest, like Facebook and Reddit. In these groups are forest family experts who have been to the fest for years and years. They've seen things come and go and understand how the fest has evolved over time. More often than not, people are happy to answer your question. This is also a great place to look for other solo travelers who might be willing to go in on one of those group packages we talked about. When the official map is released closer to the fest, create a simple map grid. It will be so much easier to find your friends, points of interest, and essential services in the huge festival grounds. If you want a guaranteed way to find your friends instantly and without Wi-Fi or cell signal, you definitely need a crowd compass. We've linked it down below, and you can use our exclusive code to save money. Speaking of finding your friends easier, everyone in the fam needs to download an app called What 3 Words. It gives a unique 3-word code that can be used to guide your friends directly to you. And it's free. Cell phone service does vary greatly by carrier during the event, but with Verizon, we were able to use the app several times last year. The odds are pretty good that you'll be on the move for most of the festival, hopping from stage to see your favorite artists. That means that having the schedule easily available is a must. You can always use the official Electric Forest app, but cell service can be spotty. Instead, go old school. Print out and laminate small playing card-sized copies of each day's schedule. Clip them to your hydro pack, candy necklace, or belt loop. Another option is to screenshot the daily schedule and set it as your phone's lock screen. Make sure that when your wristband arrives, you register it before coming on site. This is super important because once you fall in love and decide you want to come back every year, you're going to want to have your loyalty account ready. Loyalty allows you early access to buy tickets for the next year, expedited entry to the venue, and even an actual enshrinement in the forest once you hit 10 years. If you need help, there are a lot of organizations and nonprofits there to watch out for you. Aside from the rest of your forest fam, harm reduction, mental health, and medical services are always there to help you stay safe and have fun. If you are drinking or using substances, know that this does not matter, and everyone there truly wants to help you. Watch out for t-shirts, flyers, booths, and signs for groups like To Write Love on Her Arms and Ground Control. If you need help with something else, like a dead car battery or locking your keys in your car, there are tow trucks and locksmiths on site with contact information in each campground. If you lose something, you actually have a chance of getting it back. There is a lost and found on site, and the vast majority of the forest fam would do the right thing if they found it. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be vigilant, but also don't assume it's a lost cause. If you're really worried you might lose something, or just don't want to carry all that stuff around, rent a locker. Showers are not included in most camping packages, so make sure to budget for that. They're usually about $10 each. Depending on your level of look, that could get pretty pricey over the weekend. The entire venue is cashless, meaning you can only pay with debit or credit cards. There are no ATMs on site either. If you don't have a debit or credit card that you can use, you can load your cash on a prepaid Visa card before you get to the venue or on site. There are some vendors in the campground, such as ICE, that might take cash, especially if they're at a Wi-Fi range, but most of what you spend will not be in cash. If your budget doesn't allow for a camping package with electricity, but a battery bank isn't enough for the weekend, consider a Jackery for about $200 that will last you for years of festivals and charge everything in your camp. We've linked one down below. As I've mentioned before, Wi-Fi and cell service can be spotty. There are Wi-Fi hotspots throughout the fest, but plan as if you won't have access. Find another way to let friends and family know that you're okay throughout the week. Understand now that you will not see and do it all. Electric Forest spans 450 acres. To put that in perspective, it's almost the same size as Disneyland. Half the point of the fest is that things are hidden or not what they seem. You'll walk right past things and learn later that there was a whole world hidden inside. Your favorite artist may pop up at the ocular organ and start playing without any announcement. Trust me, you won't see everything and you will ruin your weekend by trying. And my number one, most important, must listen Electric Forest tip: don't be afraid to explore, maybe even without your group. One of the most magical things about Sherwood Forest is the ability to get lost, literally and metaphorically. That means that while on your way to one place, you might find yourself being pulled away towards something else entirely. It's said that when you enter Sherwood Forest, that you don't leave the same person. I believe that's true, so it may be worth your while to go on a solo side quest for this one. Bottom line, Electric Forest is a magical, wonderful place where a community of people come together and create an event that is unique each and every year. It's true that the festival can be expensive, but it's very much in line with the cost of other festivals, especially given its size and what it offers. Everything Electric Forest offers is amazing, and these experiences can cost a lot, but more valuable than any dollar is the experiences that you'll have and the community that you'll become a part of. Every festival offers different perks and experiences, but it's the community that comes to these events that make the experience magical and worth spending your money on. You'll experience for yourself how truly immersive and otherworldly the forest can be. After attending 9 festivals just last year, I can truly say that this is one of my favorite festivals and that I will be back every single year. Smash that like button if you're excited about Electric Forest 2025. If you learned something new in this video, make sure to subscribe so we can continue to share our festival expertise with you. If we forgot something or you have another great tip, comment it down below. Now that you know all the facts about Electric Forest, let's get into the feels. No two journeys are the same, but if you want to see our experience in the forest, check out our vlog from last year.